Well, it's hard for many of us to live without logging on to a computer each day.
Up next, an internet security expert will offer some tips to keep you safe.
Just about everyone uses a computer now, whether for work or personal reasons. Internet experts advise taking precautions when online. CTV's Karen Brundage sat down with a computer expert to get some tips.
It's a new year, and with it comes new concerns for our internet safety. I'm now joined by internet security analyst Kellep Charles. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you.
Okay, so can you tell me about the top 5 security concerns you have for 2011?
Right. Well, the first one is with the Windows 7 operating system. Microsoft has a big market share when it comes to computers and the computers that we use in business as well as in home. And Windows 7 came out last year, and in all sense of the word, it's a pretty good success compared to its predecessors. One of the things that we observe in the information security world is that it takes about 12 to 18 months before malware and viruses start coming out for a particular operating system. And towards the end of 2010, we started seeing some trends in the information security world pertaining to Windows 7, and we see that continuing for 2011.
Okay, so what about the smartphones and the apps?
Yeah, as of January 2011, 42% of Americans are using smartphones. And with that comes those mobile apps, you know, where you have Facebook, Google, tip calculators, and so forth. What we're seeing now is that some of these programmers are putting malware, such as spyware information, such as GPS location information, certain programs that actually goes into your address book and your personal information and steal some of that information. So we started seeing that a lot in 2010, and again, that's something that will be very heavily done in 2011.
Right, so I have an iPhone, so if I have to be careful with my apps. If I click on there, it could maybe spread something, a virus or...
Exactly, yeah. One of the things that we always ask people to do is when you download an app is to look at the permissions. If you download a tip calculator and it's asking for wireless and GPS access, then that's something that would raise a red flag of some sort, but yeah, definitely. In the advent of the whole WikiLeaks situation, we have a couple other different websites that are spawning up. You have OpenLeaks and I think 2 other ones that are coming out.
Now, one thing I want to talk about, we have to address Facebook and Twitter because there are so many people on social networking sites. And how can we stay safe on those sites? Sometimes you see things pop up on your wall that say, you know, click on this link, or you're in this picture, click on that. Tell us why, you know, that's not a good idea.
Right. The thing about Facebook is that it uses the trusted system because most of your friends are people that you trust, so if they send you something to click, you'll be more apt to do so. One of the best ways to stay safe is to make sure that your antivirus and your spyware is up to date. So if you do click on those links and it takes you to a bad site, it will find that malware before it has a chance to propagate and resend emails out to people in your address books. So definitely keeping your security controls updated is one of the best ways to kind of mitigate against that issue.
Right, and so SecurityOrb, which is your company, can you tell me how that actually protects people? How does it actually work?
Right, SecurityOrb is an information-based media company. Basically, we look at all aspects of security from video games up to national security issues, and we kind of discuss and bring awareness to people on how to better defend and better understand the threats that are actually out there when they get on the internet.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to find out more about SecurityOrb, all you have to do is go to SecurityOrb.com. I'm Karen Brundage for CTV News.
And you should also consider having security controls such as firewall and anti-spyware applications for more protection.